Creativity Cafe, right here in Chigasaki, Santa's favorite surf spot. It's the beach house with Tomachu Mania. Tonight, author of Tokyo Nights, Jim Douglas. And Parallel Lives. And as always, music from Tomachu Mania in the corners. And now, your favorite weight loss instructor, Ume-chan!
Beach house. I'm sorry, we're a little bit busy here. Parallel lives are setting up.
We're in the beach house.
We're in the beach house.
Watch out.
Welcome to our Christmas special. This is Dale. Welcome to our Christmas extravaganza.
Hi.
They're about to start playing, and I'm in the way. Well, they're setting up. I'm sorry, we're a little bit busy. I just finished hanging my no carolers sign outside, and as you can see, well, you can't, but you'll see later. It's decorated with Christmas things.
Christmas
Yeah,
thing.
if some people believe Christmas.
Christmas thing.
Hey, do you guys remember the time? Do you guys remember the day when you learned that Santa is not real?
What? What do you mean?
Santa is
What are you
real.
talking about?
What the hell are you talking
Bite
about?
your tongue.
Santa comes
I would not
every year to my house. Sandy Claus.
I'm sorry, I'm in the way.
That was a joke? We'll work around you.
No,
Joke exactly.
no, I couldn't tell the joke because I'm in the way. Passing by that, passing by that.
Nah, I like this one. It's more comfortable. I might take that one actually. I'll see how we go.
Oh, we have Jim Douglas here tonight, author of Tokyo Nights, and
I have chicken wings.
Owner of a sandwich.
owner of a sandwich.
They can't get rid of.
Oh no.
Nobody wants your sandwich.
Oh,
He's like, yeah, that problem is, thank you. Nobody wants your sandwich. No. Nobody wants your sandwich.
hey guys, did you hear about this?
Huh?
Did you hear about this? Oh, did you see this on Facebook? No, I'm watching. Don't watch me there. Did you see this photo of a plane drew a penis in the sky? Yeah.
We saw news of like.
Did you see that?
outright killing
Did someone see that?
in a shrine in something.
You need a wall.
That pilot is now grounded.
There's one here. but
Yeah,
it's kind of
he was
From the US.
chopped to
yeah, from the US. He was punished for drawing a penis in the sky.
He's a very
He drew a
naughty
penis in
boy.
the sky with his plane.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
not that easy, right?
here in Japan it's normal. It's normal. They usually do that here in Japan. But it's so tiny they mistake that for a UFO.
This is your joke.
Shut up.
That's a bad joke.
You need a mic stand.
Okay.
ごめん、なんかごめん、sorry.
We have Jim Douglas here tonight, and welcome to our. And he's in the toilet. This is our Christmas special. We'll be right back.
enemy. Take the best in me, saying that you got the key to make me turn my back and flee. Ridiculous, thought along is ludicrous. I see no dilemma since we always seem to disagree. Time and time again, and you just never understand. Same ego's just a grand and fall in line with your demand. So you swing high, I'll swing low. We'll do this stand, share some blows. Victor, all the spoils going. By the end of the world will know. See, you can get in the way, always roll up in my face. Only one thing to say, I'm not gonna take it more. If you don't let your hands free, then I just go on the street. Cause mess is all we need. I'm not gonna take it more. Get around is quiet, the bill has been wrong. You got the smile on your face, you think you've already won. It's all a game to you, you in it for fun. Till these hands bite your ass like you've been hit by a gun. Which is out of control, this feeling simply amazing. Release all this rage and aggression that I've been saving. All within this ecstasy, killing all of your fantasies. Instead I choose to put one, you'll always fucking think of me. See, you can get in my way, always roll up in my face. Only one thing to say, I'm gonna take it more. If you gon' let your hands free, then I just go on the street. Cause mercy's all in me. I'm gonna take it more.
Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to our Christmas special. And as you can see, there's a small bush in front of me, and and also there's this Christmas tree. Well, Serendipity Cafe has their own Christmas tree, but we have, yeah, it's beautiful. This is the beach house Christmas tree.
Yours.
Yeah, this is mine.
Yours is better.
Yeah, just to show how much budget we have on this show. I hope this is going to be a tradition, so hold on to your keys. I'm gonna light it up. Hopefully you can see it.
You're gonna light it up.
I'm gonna light up.
We're in Jamaica.
Yeah, man! Well, should I put it here? Okay, and also, in other countries they hang socks, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Stockings.
Stockings.
Not sexy stockings. Woolly stockings.
Yeah, for
They might be sexy,
presents.
Something depends on your taste.
Depends on your
Depends on your
taste,
taste.
yeah?
They're not my taste.
So I prepared my own Japanese socks.
Oh,
Now they are socks.
That looks like a hat from the Bay City Rollers.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Hey, I just washed it.
Did you just take it off from your...
No, I'm not that gross.
This is kind of like an Andy Warhol thing.
It's kind of like Andy Warhol.
Andy
Yeah.
Warhol. Andy Warhol.
Sorry.
Looks a screen, can't sign the
Andy
cards.
Warhol.
And also, we have a camera over by the beach waiting for Santa to cross. So we're look. Yeah.
Do you
So
want to wear this?
no,
What?
no.
That's not his color.
That's Doraemon.
So some people send
What's
us.
this one?
The India one.
No.
I quite like the silver one. Quite sexy.
I'm sorry, I didn't set up camera for you guys. Should I?
We're pretty
You want
colourful.
to?
No, you don't have to.
Yeah.
We just
Some people sent us questions, or I'm just pretending, but yeah. Some people sent us questions to ask on this show. So this is a curious question part of the show. What did Jesus do for Santa on his birthday?
Somebody asked that?
Jesus?
Is that Santa's birthday or Jesus' birthday?
I don't have an answer.
God
They-
fucked
if-
him up. God fucked him up. Jesus
And also-
reacted.
Yeah. The famous story is, and it's whether you believe it or not, the three kings came to the manger to give gifts for Jesus, right? Are those gifts for his birthday or for Christmas?
Yeah?
They were for the birth of the beautiful virgin.
Virgin.
They were for the virgin
Maternal
birth
Christian mother
of
that
Maria.
gave birth to the purest person ever, who is called Jesus.
And also, this is special. This
To
is
an unpolluted water slide.
from me. Where did Santa leave his naughty girls list?
Where did naughty girls live?
Seriously,
At
I
home,
need that
In
list.
a vinyl boot.
at home in his bedroom.
I don't know.
No, just be.
They're just questions.
In vinyl boots.
Just be myself.
I don't even know.
Well, this is gonna be. Is this our last gig for this year?
It is for us. We're going to Bali on the 22nd.
Yeah, they're going to Bali. There's volcano warnings in Bali. Yeah.
Yes, so maybe it's gonna be the
We're having a Hindu Christmas. It's
Oh, hi.
Oh, she's here.
Vesna just came in.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
We're still giving away these flyers.
Alright.
I don't know if you can see. We're still giving away these flyers, and they're here. They're available here for free if you want to take them home, or just follow us on these sites. I don't know if you can see, but
That's Takashi Mamiya and comrades.
yeah,
I know that band.
yeah, that's us.
They're famous.
Famous. Famous. And also on the show tonight, we have Jim Douglas, author of Tokyo Nights.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that
That guy.
guy. He's a
That
writer.
book is also available here.
Oh, wow.
Here.
I'm going to
So-
make the Kanagawa version.
You're gonna make the Kanagawa.
Kanagawa Nights.
Translate it into Kanagawa.
Serendipity night.
Serendipity
Thinking
Nights.
about it.
Serendipity night.
And next Saitama.
Saitama Nights, I'm not going to write that. 'Cause Saitama's really boring.
Excuse me, I've been Saitama all my life. I love Saitama, what you say?
I think it was
that's
Jake
there.
Adelstein who wrote.
That was a little plug for Liverpool.
He said it's
Football
like
Club,
New
everybody.
Jersey,
Alright.
which is like the suburbs. It's like nothing. You know.
He's from near Liverpool, so that was.
What time did you start? You're okay.
Us?
We're not sure what's happening.
I don't know. We don't know. Yeah. And also this is available on iTunes.
That's Voice of the Voiceless,
Yeah.
the Comrades' greatest album.
Yeah. So that's all the plugs we have. The next gig the next gig that we have signed for January is on January 21st. So we have a long break before our next gig. Parallel Lives are going to Bali. Hey, until when are you in Bali?
He's not listening.
We'll be back on the 30th for Japanese New Year.
Yeah,
Osechi.
how exciting.
Japanese New Year's cool as
You should go to the Philippines.
yeah. I'd rather go to the Philippines
I'm
for
gonna
Christmas.
invite us.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Well, I can invite you, but I cannot pay for it.
That's okay, as long as you can provide free accommodation after.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, we'll do it.
If I'm there, I can take care of you guys there.
Fantastic. Okay, well, let us know when you're there. We'll
Yeah.
be there too.
Good.
You good?
Okay. We'll be right back with Jim Douglas.
Beach in the afternoon.
Sometime soon, life will be transforming. Sometime soon, waiting from great distance for our story to begin. Wondering what our future lives will bring. Sometime soon, met one night across a crowded room. Musical attraction, there was magic in the air. Slowly letting go, and soon together we will be overcoming fear, separation, jealousy. Both of us heartbroken, burned by love. Over time, distance, living parallel lives. Now we come together, life is shining clear. Sometime soon, now our story started, and we're celebrating spring. Childlike and delighted, love is sparkling from within. Don't know where we're going, but together we will be sometime soon. Sometime soon. Sometime soon.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey!
Yeah, take your gear.
That's a long commercial.
He's gonna call you.
Our next wait.
Wait,
In this type of shows, well, not this type, but
Wait or wait?
wait.
wait.
Wait
Whenever they have
till I come
uh,
back to you.
movie actors on their show, they play a clip of their movie.
Yeah.
But here we have an author, so I'm gonna read a line from the book before we introduce him.
A line?
Oh, you can read!
A line
Yeah, I can
or-
read.
Is it a line or a clip?
So I'm gonna do a line.
Is this a random line or you just?
I'm
you
gonna read a random line. Okay.
pre-selected?
Okay.
What kind of show is this? He's doing lines on the show.
Then felt a lightness to his left. Our first guest, is the author of Tokyo Nights, available here, Serendipity Cafe. This is Jim Douglas. Oh.
Thank you, man.
Welcome to the show.
It's a pleasure to be here.
You don't know what you got into yet.
I know, I do not.
Okay, where are you from originally?
I'm from a shithole in England called Widnes.
Woodness?
Widnes.
Wilderness.
W-I-D, not the wilderness. W-I-D-N-E-S. It's called Widnes. Famous for rugby, violence, and drugs.
Oh, rugby is not a drug?
It's a kind of drug, but it's a healthy drug.
Okay. So when did this book not arrive? When did you release this book?
When did I realise about it? Or
Yeah.
About 6 years ago. It came to mind that it was possible to write a book.
Mm-hmm.
And I chose this genre because the chances of getting published are much bigger. If you're trying to write poetry, which I do, or trying to write serious literature, it's a lot harder. So I try to put in a certain amount of gravity into this book, whilst keeping it racy, interesting, and sexy.
Ooh,
Oh,
racy, sexy.
there's sex in here?
No, there's no direct sex, but it's actually a sexy book. It's quite subtle. We've got a very, very beautiful middle-aged woman in there. You know, she will really turn you on.
Ooh.
Well, a lot of things turn me on, but so
Don't exclude middle-aged women from
I'm not excluding them.
We've also got a kind of Yamamba girl in there too. Remember Yamamba?
No.
Yamamba was when I first came to Japan. There was all these crazy girls
Yamamba.
with panda-like makeup.
Yamamba, I know it.
They were called Frosty
Nike.
Girls. Yeah, they called Frosty Girls
That's Super Sonic.
because they glittered.
I know, yeah.
Shibuya.
Yes, Yamamba
Gotcha.
makes that.
So one of the characters is kind of a kind of Shibuya girl.
So for the viewers of this show,
Get it.
for the people watching, first of all, sorry. For the people watching, what's the plot? What's the story? What's the short version?
Story is basically some chick dies of something during a party in England, a rave party. Her parents are very rich, they're very angry, they want to know, and they don't believe she died of drugs. So the prognosis is, not the prognosis, the verdict is she died of drugs. He's not happy with that. Hires a private detective. He finds out some information. One of the people involved in the possible death of that person's daughter is a guy called Davis, who's run away to Tokyo. So he employs a private detective to chase him, to get over there, try to find out what happened, if anything happened, if the original death verdict was mistaken or not. So off he goes on a chase to find the truth. It's a quest. All books are about a quest, really.
Oh my God.
So looking for somebody, looking for truth, looking for reality, looking for it.
This is Tokyo Nights, but well, Lisa mentioned to me that the story doesn't just revolve around Tokyo. It goes to different parts of Japan, right?
Yeah, it's divided into two parts, and the second part is in Hokkaido.
Have you been to these places?
Yes, I have. Yes. I've travelled extensively around Hokkaido. I've been to Shiretoko, which is where the place is set. The climax of the book is in Shiretoko.
The climax. I like climax.
It's very sexy, the climax.
So this is a fictional story, right?
I hope this is red, right?
Well, I write songs,
Mm.
and when I write songs, it's mostly messages, but it comes from what I'm thinking at that moment. So my question is, I forgot my question, but my question is, no, when you write a fictional story, do you include some opinions of your own or something from your past?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
For example, in this story, did something happen here that also happened to you?
That's a secret, but you definitely weave elements of your own identity into a fictional set of characters. But I wouldn't reveal.
No, you don't.
Something directly. I never murdered anybody, and I think I had sex with a few people. And I've been to Shiretoko, which I adored. It was a fantastic place.
Is it? Never mind. You were in Shiretoko? Where's that? Shiretoko.
Northeast Hokkaido.
Sapporo, Shiretoko, Abashiri, a prison. They've got a prison.
Yes.
World Heritage National Park, wildlife.
Unfortunately, it became. But I went there before it was a World Heritage Site. It was actually a wilderness. Now it's full of people with cameras, and selfie sticks, and the rest of the shit.
Might be me.
Probably you, yeah.
What was the inspiration behind the story?
My direct clash with Tokyo, which I don't like. I thought it would be a great, to use a very, very poor word, juxtaposition between illustrating what it is like to be in Tokyo and then moving to a wilderness and a chase in a wilderness. So two different environments somehow become the force of the book, the meaning of the book. It's also about how do we live
here in Japan.
How do we live in any place, not only in Japan?
Do the Tokyo people have trouble with the wilderness environment?
I've no idea, because I don't know Tokyo people.
No, I mean in your book. In your book.
No, they love it.
Okay.
They love it because they're youthful, they're young.
Okay.
They're young, or they're, hyenas. They're living off the prospects that they can reap from being in Tokyo, which is the big cash, the short-term money, the excitement. I mean, Tokyo's a great place. I'm not dissing Tokyo. It's a fantastic place, but you need a lot of energy to be in Tokyo. It's a wonderful, wonderful place, one of the best cities in the world, but it takes a lot of energy.
Yeah, it does. So if they read through the story and read the book, if you're from outside Japan or outside of Tokyo, they can get a glimpse of how life is in Tokyo.
I think so, yeah, for sure.
So is there any mention here of any underground things in Tokyo?
Yeah, there's a mention, but I'm no expert. But there's an underworld in Japan that is very healthy, thriving, going on, and they happen to bump into it. So in the course of his investigations, he meets this youthful person, this young guy, and they get involved with the Yakuza. And as a consequence, they end up in shit.
Sorry.
The girls are laughing.
Sorry.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay.
It's not about you. Is that like a really serious point? Laugh.
Yeah, we're trying to.
We're working greatly, so don't worry.
Sorry.
This is the first serious interview they've ever heard you do, so obviously they're having
having a good
a
time.
frivolous reaction.
Am I too serious in my questions?
No, this is good.
It's really interesting.
This is a
Wow,
yeah.
I didn't write these questions. I have jokes, but I didn't write these questions. Wow, I'm good. So apart. Oh, no, I forgot what I'm gonna ask. It's available here, right? Where else?
It's on Amazon.
Amazon.
It's on Kindle, on Amazon, and you can probably get it from the publisher if you ask him.
Is
We have
there
the title again.
Tokyo Nights?
Tokyo Nights. Okay, it's easy to remember.
Yeah, Tokyo Nights by Jim Douglas.
Got it.
Yeah.
You read it?
No?
Come on.
I'll have a go.
What are you waiting for? It's your Christmas present, man.
I'll have a go.
Take it to Bali.
Actually, when I'm in
Read
Bali,
it on the beach.
when I'm in Bali, I read about Bali.
All right.
If I'm in Tokyo, I'll read about it.
Okay. When you get back.
Yeah.
All right.
They can't bring this. It's gonna burn because the volcano is gonna erupt anytime.
Yeah, you'll be dead anyway.
That's why I'm a volcano fanatic. I want that volcano to go. So we have to stay there for 6 months instead of a week. I'm ready.
That's your life.
It is.
How it's battery powered.
Okay.
Yeah. How long have you been here in Japan?
17 years.
17 years.
Mm.
Almost my lifetime.
Fresh
No,
off the boat,
that's a
though.
joke. 17 years.
Mm.
When I was 17,
Wait, what year is
it
it
was a very good year.
Now,
now?
2017.
Year 2000.
Wow.
Let's all meet up in the year 2000.
I lost my train of thought because I was too serious.
How old were you in 2000?
Me?
Can we put two?
I forgot. 18? I was
Christ, you are youthful.
You were 18 in 2000.
Yeah, yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice if we got married?
Wouldn't it be nice?
Well, the best.
if we
No,
were old?
no, you're thinking of. Wouldn't it be nice to wash to whiteness? New Purcell automatic washes cleaner. We're thinking of Pulp.
Did they
Disco
use that song in
2000.
a commercial? Please tell me.
I think it's based on that commercial. Wouldn't it be nice to meet you, maybe? You can't even bring your baby. Woo!
Brian Wilson is having serious LSD flashbacks right now on that.
I think more like ecstasy flashbacks.
Okay, we're getting lost here. We're gonna pause for a minute and we'll be right back with Jim Douglas.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
welcome back to the show. Yeah, that's the only part of the interview that they listen to.
Yeah, they get excited about that. Yeah.
Welcome back, my friends,
Well-
to the show that never
Do you
ends.
guys want to wear the Christmas hat or Santa hat?
No.
I have some extra.
No, I don't like Christmas.
And I can work.
I don't like Christmas. Do they know it's Christmas time at all?
I've no idea.
No, we don't.
He's proud not to wear a Christmas hat.
Well, we've been talking about the book, but is there any sequel?
Yeah, there's a sequel coming up. I've almost finished it. It's very different, but it's a sequel. Some of the same characters are in it, but it's kind of a ghost story.
Ghost story. Yeah. So this one
It's
is
a ghost thriller. This is realistic. Everybody's real in this.
What is it about? About the ghost of.
Well, it's hard to
Someone
say
from
because
here?
I can't really reveal the plot of the first story. But it's a ghostly tale of, it's very similar to the first one, chasing things about, looking for things that have not been understood. But there are certain forces that come into the plot that cannot be worked out because they're ghosts. So it's very different.
But the same characters.
Not completely,
Not completely.
but there are several characters who re-emerge in the second book. And it's moving really well, and it's going to be, I'm hoping to finish it by April next year.
What is it gonna be called?
Tokyo Nights 2.
Tokyo Nights 2
How inspirational.
or Tokyo Midnights? Tokyo Nights
That's a
2?
good idea, actually. Tokyo Midnights. Tokyo Midnights.
I'm gonna need some publishing money from that.
Yeah, for that suggestion. Yeah, it could, it may well need a different title, actually. That's a good idea. It's a bit boring, isn't it? Tokyo Nights 2. You on.
No. It sounds good though.
Well, it has to be Tokyo Nights. It's a
Yeah,
sequel.
but because Sanae mentioned when's Kanagawa or Saitama
Yeah,
Nights.
you should make all the Kanto area version. Please.
Hey,
Actually, there are a lot of nice places in Saitama too.
hey, if you put Saitama Nights,
It's not in Saitama, honey.
yeah, but if you mention Saitama,
Forget about Saitama.
the first thing that will come to mind is an anime character.
Yeah.
No,
There are anime characters in the second book.
why so
Really?
え、埼玉あれでしょ？クレヨンしんちゃん。
クレヨンしんちゃんもそうだけど
One of the characters is studying animation for her PhD.
PhD?
Animation for PhD?
Why not?
What's PhD?
I don't know.
Doctorship, doctorates.
Animation of what? Genitals?
Studying the anime genre, which is massive in Japan. It's huge.
Yes.
It's a cultural force.
You can cuss.
You already know so much about Saitama. So do it!
Saitama afternoons.
Yeah.
Instead of Saitama night.
Can I put my sunglasses on and just like not see you? Is that okay? Sorry, I can't see you.
I know you're still watching me.
Okay.
Something like that.
Oh,
Hey, it's jolly.
Hey. Hey.
Tis the season to be jolly.
Julian, you just came in.
Hey, my name's Jim. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
are you still not smoking?
You mentioned earlier that you also write poetry, right? Have you released some of them?
No, never published.
Never published. But can we find them somewhere?
You have one,
There's some on the Circular Night
you have
sites.
one drum and
Facebook site.
Yeah, this one.
I've written some times.
Better for you.
That's yeah.
The poetry is a kind of
Very
dinosaur, you know. It's kind of all over.
You know,
People these
I
days
see
are not
that
interested
little
in
mini
poetry.
kid doesn't have a good
Well,
snare,
if
so
we can turn, if you can turn them into song.
Yeah, I just did one.
You can turn them into songs.
Yeah, maybe.
So you use those today, but 60 years old.
Do you write original music?
Yes.
You do.
Yeah. It's mostly, mostly it's rebel songs.
Okay.
Yeah. In the line of get,
Like more?
in the line of Get Up, Stand Up, or something like that.
Okay.
What?
With a line of rebel music.
Rebel music.
What are you rebelling against?
The system.
What is that?
So like Marlon Brando said, what do you get?
Mama.
Marlon Brando, I think it was in what's the black movie?
King Mama.
So somebody said to Marlon Brando,
Hey,
what you're rebelling
Guys, can-
against? He said, what you got?
Do you want some King Mama?
Jana! Vinyl, go away!
Vinyl.
I know.
Yeah, Vera has a new nickname.
New name.
Yeah. Vinyl.
It's her only name, it's not a new nickname.
Vinyl
Tom's
Luo.
is about in the vinyl and expects to be
Vinyl
called
shorts
a
or-
proper name. Like Susan or, I don't know, Dale or something. How could we call you a proper name? Next question, please.
I forgot what we were talking about.
We were talking about animation, I believe.
Oh yeah.
We're done, Vera.
Yeah.
Oh, you're from the UK, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Somewhere near Liverpool.
Somewhere
What's the
near.
difference between the UK, England, and Great Britain and Britain?
Well,
England's only 1/4 of the
yeah, genetically they're different. They're Anglo-Saxons, Teutonics, and Celts. So the Scottish and the Irish are fucking Celts. The other ones are cunts. Simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Irish actually. My dad's Irish. I went to school in Dublin, and
That explains
I
the
don't
beard.
have a lot of time for English people.
That explains.
My
the beard.
publisher's Scottish.
Oh yeah, Lisa mentioned it to me.
Yeah. So I'm a Celt. My great grandmother was French from Brittany. When I am not, I am not an English guy. I'm not Anglo-Saxon. So my emotional makeup is very Celtic, I believe.
So which football team do you support then?
I don't support any football team because they're all overpaid bastards. But if I did support a football team, it would be Liverpool.
Yay!
Take off the jacket.
I like Liverpool. I like
Hey.
Gerrard. I like a lot of the.
They can. You, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Widnes, but I went when I was 12.
Rugby.
My family moved to Dublin, near Dublin.
Mhm.
So I went. Most of my the part of life that really forms you and disfigures you happened in Ireland, junior high school, high school. Before that, you kind of get along, but then you get into the real shit, and it was in Ireland. Yeah. So I was a kid in Ireland, and there was the IRA was around, and I was English. Everybody fucking hated me because I was English. You know? So I went to the boxing club and sorted stuff out. And I was bullied, but I sorted bullying out by hitting people back, you know. Learning how to hit people back with a left and a right and an uppercut.
Did you play rugby in Widnes?
Yeah,
Did you play Gaelic football?
yeah, but I was shit at it. I couldn't play it. I played hurling too. I couldn't do it. I mainly boxed. I mainly fought bullies in Ireland. And eventually I became kind of popular.
When did you start writing stories or stuff?
I started writing when I was like 16.
16.
I always wrote.
Wrote poetry, stories.
Wrote on toilet walls. Wrote anything.
I started writing when I was 5, but I couldn't write a book. What was the inspiration behind
Well,
it?
when you have to write a book, you need discipline, you need time management. Like any project, you need to do it seriously. So poetry for me is very easy. I just get pissed and just write something, and it's actually good. But writing a book, I worked with Douglas, my co-author, and we worked together very, very diligently, assiduously. We made sure that we met at certain times. We edited. We delegated. You're going to do this. I'm going to do this. We put it together, and the result of that was a finished novel.
Is this the first book you wrote, or
First book.
first book? What's the mindset behind writing a book, or writing a book?
You want to be really famous, and you want to make people like vinyl. Now, the mindset behind it is it's a passion. It's a reason to be. It's a raison d'être. It's something that I've always wanted to do, and it's in you. And if you don't do it, you'll never be happy. So when I saw my book come out, it was kind of a bit of an anticlimax, but I was kind of contented to see this product appearing. I don't know what the motivation is. I think it's a curious question. It's just in you. I mean, perhaps with music it's the same with you.
Well, for me with music, it's not a mindset, it's a reaction for me.
Okay.
Mostly I'm watching the news, and if I get pissed off, I write a song about it.
I wouldn't say it was a reaction for me. It's more of a thirst. It's a hunger. Something lacking in me that I need to fulfill, that I don't get in my everyday life. I find life pretty banal, pretty bland. So when you start writing, you're into a different kind of category of life, and it really wakens you up, and your soul lights up.
Does it get
your mind lights up?
Does it get you to pay more attention to what's around you?
Yeah, definitely. You notice tiny details. You notice Christmas trees that are lit up, and you think about them, whereas normally I would ignore them. Because you're gonna actually write about it. You're gonna write about the maison scene that you see around you, because you're writing a book, so it's gonna go into your book.
Well, I have one song that was not entirely rebellious, but well, I'm sorry if it's about me, but that's kind of what I do. I have a song. We have a song called on this album. It's Right Under the Sunlight. It's mainly a reaction from what I saw at Yoyogi Park. I saw a lot of homeless people there. Yeah, a lot of homeless people there. And for me, there's a lot of homeless people also in the Philippines. Yeah, but it's because they can't find a job. But here in Japan, you can find a job anywhere. So there must be something else that they want. So for me, I see that as a kind of rebellion.
I think it's a reaction towards the stolidity, the stiffness of Japanese society, and the fact that you have to fit in like a fucking ant in a a nest. When you talk about rebellion, I mean, who's your favourite rebellious singer? For me, it would be like Johnny Lydon and John Rotten.
I am an antichrist.
There's several actually. It's for me the first one is Francis Magalona, who's a Filipino rapper. And then there was Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
And Bob Marley.
How about Tupac?
Tupac also.
Not really. Fake?
No, but
Not fake.
I I love, and I like rap music, but there's too much words in there to decipher. If
Language
for
test.
me, the reason Bob Marley's words work for me, it's because it's simple and it's there.
But
You-
Tupac's
you-
very
you-
simple too.
Yeah, but if
He's a
Tupac,
great writer, Tupac.
yeah, if Tupac is alive right now, it can be
If he was alive right now, it'd be shit.
no, it will be
It would have sold out.
it will be it
Like
will
Snoop
be
Dogg.
no.
Snoop Dogg.
I think Tupac wanted to say something,
Definitely did.
yeah, more than Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg didn't want to say anything.
Yeah.
He wanted to say, hey, look at me, I'm so fucking fine. You know, I've got this girl sucking my cock, I've got, you know, this drug here, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Is that interesting, Snoop? No.
Well, he tried to be a rebel.
He is a rebel, but he's a fucking wanker. You know?
He's a rebel, but he'll never
He-
be anything.
Did you know that he tried to be a reggae artist, or is he still a reggae artist?
His work's quite good,
He
actually.
called himself Snoop Lion.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it didn't really.
His work is
that much.
technically quite good, but what he's actually saying is, you know, it's just a smoke.
Yeah.
You know, let's all these just get loads of money and guns and chicks and drugs and have a great life. Am I supposed to be impressed by that? Is that what I want in my life? No. I'm sorry, I don't. There's more. Believe it or not, there is more, which is what I put into this book.
Well, I haven't heard any. Well, no, I haven't heard any Tupac song, but I know
Listen,
I know for a fact that Eminem and Nas,
Eminem's great.
yeah, and Nas are, for me, and I think Rakim also, are the only rap artists that tries to say something.
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah.
you. I agree with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most of the guys are just there for the money and the chicks and the
For ego.
yeah, for ego.
Can I add Lauryn Hill to that list, please?
He wasn't really a rapper. She wasn't.
She rapped.
Yeah.
She rapped a little. She was a
Her,
hip hop.
her group, the Fugees, were mostly rappers, but she's the singer on that.
Yeah, but she in her solo career she rapped quite a lot. She learned from the Fugees, man. She raps.
Is she still with the Marley who Rohan or
She had a breakdown. I'm not sure. She kind of faded away.
oh this has gone too long. This has gone too long. Well, thank you for coming to the show, and I'm sorry about this show.
Thank you, mate. You're being great. I really enjoyed talking to you,
Mm-hmm.
and I think you asked some very good questions. I would like to see you when I do my second book.
Okay,
Yay!
please come back.
Thank you.
Please come back again. We'll be right back.
Farewell, my love, for we must part. So it goes. For we both know we can't restart the trouble. There's no point in believing, for our minds aren't a meeting. Who would want a tainted heart? And my mind is a doubting, reservations are mounting. For once we could, but now we can't. Oh, farewell, my sad love. It's time for two to disregard. Let it go. To be against, not on the cards. Don't you know? There's no point in believing, for our minds aren't a meeting. Who would want a tainted heart? And my mind is a doubting, reservations are mounting. For once we could, but now we can't. Oh, farewell, my sad love. Oh, farewell, my sad love.
Welcome back to the show. This is this is our last show for 2017, or this is the last beach house for 2017. We'll see you again next year. And before we end, we'd like to remind you that this book is available. Tokyo Nights is available here at Serendipity. I'm sorry we don't need an applause sign here, but you can hear some people. Yeah.
Thank you, man.
And to end this show, we're gonna show a performance of us during Urafuyu Festival. This is Risen. Thank you.
Thank you.